Coach, I know it was a little bit of a lighter day today. Just how do you feel like the guys competed out there?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. You know, helmets is always a weird thing when the body's been programmed to put on shoulder pads and full gear, but it was a necessary time for our football team to take some physicality away from them, but also have a mental day where we still ran. So, and the heat never forgives in Southeast Alabama. So our guys realized there's no days off, but it was a good lighter day, and I thought our guys handled some special teams periods that we extended and our OD time together in group work. So all in all, pleased.
Do you feel like those guys are out here embracing that heat? You know, they're going to have to in this September, when it comes September.
Yeah, I think day one taught us a real lesson, right, that we've all learned from. The way we're practicing right now in this heat and how we've embraced it, which we have to, and how our bodies have adapted. We're getting away from our cramps, knock on wood, and all those things. These guys are doing hard things in harsh weather, and I'm proud of how they've adapted and taken on the heat.
Where do you feel like this team is kind of standing out the most right now?
Well, I think we're taking steps in leadership and certainly want to see them lead more. The more we become self-led, the easier it is for us to answer adversity.
Who are
Go ahead.
some of those leaders right now?
Well, I think on defense that you've seen some guys arise, you know. B-Jack as a backer has stepped up as a transfer and developed a lot of trust and respect out of our club. Of course, Stringer and P. Lee, Lewis Medina, DeMaz Yancey at corner. I can go on and on. Those guys have developed leadership skills. And the reason you want to read off a bunch of people on each side of the ball is because you better, right? It's already hard enough. And on offense, I really love the way Damian Taylor has set an example for the backs and starting to lead. And the same way with Gerald Green. I think Gerald Green set an example of leadership through his effort, you know. But you're seeing guys up front that are starting to do the same things together. And our wideouts are taking steps in play, and we got to make them more vocal as well. So across the board, we're getting there, you know, and I think the quarterback position is a big responsibility of it as well.
You got anything?
What do you think the most improved position has been just from day one to today?
That's also a good question. You know, I would always tough to label groups going into a year because you just don't know some things yet, but we're learning a lot about our crew. I will say that I've been very impressed at the depth of corner. I've been on record as saying that already. I think our wide receivers have made a huge jump in their improvement because there's a lot of new faces and a lot of youth, and I like the way they're going. So I would say those are worth mentioning, and then there's a lot of things I like about our second-level players on defense with all our backers that bring a lot of different talents and abilities that I think hopefully will give opponents some trouble.